There, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of May 16th through 22nd of 2022. So your cards are coming out beautifully, and let's just get the last ones out, and then we'll begin. So I have been just changing my language up a little bit lately. So I certainly do feel like, it's angels that we're talking to, things like that. But I feel like it's more of a collective thing rather than individual angels. And so my own language in that way has been changing more to like collective consciousness and universe, intuition, those kinds of things. So, as always, you take what resonates for you, and that's how you use it. Okay, and same with, this reading. It is a general reading. Any parts that you just feel like, oh, that doesn't really fit me. Okay, great. Move on. No problem. Okay, so Capricorn, let's look at your messages for this time. Oh, okay. Okay, so you might notice that things are starting to come together with, things that before didn't really seem to match. Suddenly now things are starting to really flow, and they're starting to just happen. A lot of this. Okay, you have dropped a lot of your resistance. It's like instead of before going, oh, 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 now you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, woohoo, and everything's just fine. It's like you're rollerblading down the boardwalk, and you're just going around anything that's there, and it's beautiful and fun and easy, and that's just how it feels. It's joyous. I want to laugh. It feels good. It's the breeze in your hair, and if you have some, and I don't know where that came from. So some of you must be people with very little hair. Sorry. Anyway, so that's just what that feels like, though, is just letting things just flow, things coming together with synchronicity. What does that say exactly? Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Yeah, exactly. It's very much like messages from the divine, right? To kind of guide you in different ways, and, just to go easily around any obstacles or anything. And it's being brought about by your lack of resistance, which you had for quite a while. It was that inner tension, but it's like that's falling away. You've let go of that. Beautiful. Well done. Okay. Okay, so make some music that creates more synchronicity, that creates more resonance, creates joy and fun, and this amazing feeling of just serenity. Wow, that feels really nice. And so you notice that what she's playing is a harp. That the vibration of the harp is key to this. That it's like they're giving me this feeling throughout the whole core of my body. The way the vibration of the harp feels. Can you just imagine that, even if you're not physically beside a harp right now? The way that feels as the strings are plucked, the whole air just goes around it, right? And the way that resonates inside you, that is amazing, that feeling. That creates ease, and it creates balance. Just let it. Just let it. It feels so good. Now, for some of you, like doesn't need to be a harp. That's just a really good visual, right? So for some of you, it could be an electric guitar playing, things that other people wouldn't consider restful. It's whatever creates that feeling within you. I know that there's a lot of thought and certainly some research been put into the different types of music. Heavy metal, they say, is lowers your vibration. It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel angry. You know, I suppose it has that potential if there's angry words in there and things like that, making you feel your angst. But if you don't have any angst to feel, you're not going to feel that. It is triggering what already exists within you. And even that is a good thing. If that's how you feel, then you need to let yourself feel it. And when you have been able to release more and more of that, then that type of music will no longer resonate with you and you just won't play it anymore. That's how that works. It's whatever resonates that makes you feel good, right? Resonating just means vibrating at the same level. And that's what feels good to you. So whatever it is to create that feeling, go with it. Yeah. Music is music is music is music, and it all feels good, right? Okay. Now, having said that, they're kind of saying, but broaden your horizons. Like, listen to something different for a change and see how that goes. Try it. Okay. Now, okay, there's something here. You've been thinking, okay, well, everybody's saying this and this and this, but it doesn't feel that way to me. It feels different. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You need to absolutely trust what you're getting intuitively. Okay, so this message has come through 3 or 4 times already today, that there is, the left linear brain, the logic, where you make your lists, your pros and cons, and you compare it. You also need to use your right brain and to feel into it, to allow your intuition to guide you, to be heart-centered, to follow your heart. That you need both. That's a balance. And it's like you've been thinking too hard, and now you need to also feel and balance that out and follow that, because that is correct. Your intuition is correct. Yeah. And it won't steer you wrong. Now, do definitely clear your whole energy field and balance everything. And because otherwise things get cluttered in there, and what you're feeling and thinking is intuition or is gut feelings or whatever could very well be, other people's influence and opinions. So you need to clear all that out first and then feel what you actually feel. Okay. And yeah, here comes the financial flow because of that, because of honoring your own self, your own inner wisdom. When you truly follow that, when you clear the clutter, I guess, when you clear the static, it's staticky, and let yourself truly feel what you've known all along, then the flow happens. It's more of this synchronicity. That's the reason the flow can happen, is because everything's matching, right? And because you're resonating with the music and having fun. The music is, dance and sing along and enjoy yourself and have just some lighthearted time, right? That's more of that balance between the logic and the intuition, right? Like just creating all that balance and letting go of the resistance and knowing what's true for you is so huge, so huge. And then all this flow happens. It's beautiful. Okay. Now, we're going to get to this again in a minute. There's something that you're doing, you have an idea, you can almost taste it, but it's not quite ripe yet. You need to just wait. And, for some of you, it might be a while. Like, it's not like it's just next week. This is going to be a few months. For a lot of you, it feels like fall. Something coming up in fall is going to really, really, that'll be the good timing for you. For others, maybe it'll come sooner than that, but it doesn't really feel like it. It feels like fall to me. And so just wait. Things will ripen. Things will feel better than they currently do. Right now, things just feel a little stressful still. Not like it was for a while, was extreme. It's less now because you've dropped your resistance. But it's going to be even better come, like maybe 6 months or so, something like that. Wait, you'll know when it's the right time. Just, you know, try to have patience and let things kind of evolve. You'll see the steps as they come up. You'll follow your intuition. See, we just talked about that. And here it is again. It's the whole basis of your reading is following your intuition. And do that after you've cleared and shielded. And you do that regularly and often, like twice a day. Do that clearing and shielding. And then your intuition, you will be able to read it spot on, right? But and in that way you're going to know when is the right time. And it feels like this is just going to evolve and it'll be much easier. You won't have to fight for this. Things are going to, not quite magically, but you'll want to use that word. Things will build and will be easy. Right now, if you did it now, it wouldn't be easy. It's like fighting every step of the way. Okay, so here we have the divine guidance cards. Pardon me, the daily guidance cards. Yes, from the divine. And we'll ask for one last piece of wisdom. Yes, okay. What do you desire? Follow your intuition. What everybody else is beacon off and saying, oh, you should want this, you should want that, and here's a good way to do it, and here's the opportunity, and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, I don't think so. I don't think so. What is it? What do you want? What do you want? Because so far all you've heard is about what everybody else wants. But what do you want? Get clear on that, and that way it can get to you. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you can possibly know. And I love you. And I'll see you next time.